What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content. Let me be clear about something, okay? And I want y'all to understand this. I want to make this abundantly clear, all right? Russ is my favorite player, okay? I'm talking about in this current uh, NBA at this point in time. I can't, go back on my word and I can't go back and say, oh, well, I hate this guy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I absolutely can't stand some of the stuff that he does. But some of y'all have to realize that when you have a favorite player, what's up with it, True Viking Queen? I'll see you in the building. When you have a favorite player, you have to be able to separate objectivity from subjectivity. And some of y'all don't know how to do that. Okay. I don't feel sorry for Russ at all. Okay. Whether it's from him, coming to the Lakers organization, uh, him wearing the stuff that he wears in terms of the fashion statements that he's trying to make, or whatever type of ladder that he's trying to climb, whether it's him and his erratic play and causing a whole bunch of turnovers, and more importantly, him coming there and making the statements that he made in reference to him not caring about winning the Larry O'Brien. Listen, there's been multiple players that have played the game that have not won titles, and they truly wanted they truly wanted that championship trophy. Okay, they truly wanted that championship trophy. Now, the reason why I don't feel sorry for Russell Westbrook is because a lot of the stuff he brings on himself. Oh, salute to you, Big Who. I see you in the building. Now, when he first came to the Lakers, I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to actually have faith in Russ because I've talked to several people, and all of them said that it was a horrible fit. It's not going to work. The only thing that they could possibly see some good coming out of this was the fact that he was able to push the ball and kind of be a mini LeBron in the sense of them playing the same style or whatnot when of course when LeBron is off the floor. And essentially what you have is a disaster that's kind of waiting to happen. Now, we all knew because the only other person that I know that's a Russ fan, but besides myself, is my brother Too Raw for TV, and he's a diehard Russ fan just like myself. We probably besides him, those are the only ones that I know that truly ride for Russ. Like if you go back and you go listen to some of Ticket's channel and stuff, it would be me, the only one uh, defending Russ and everything. Countless people have tried to come up to me and tell me, okay, well, Russ this, Russ that. Look, I'm analyzing it from a basketball standpoint. Now, as far as me calling him Russell Westbrook and making all these names about him, I don't get into that personal stuff because this is if you want to go there, there's only that I don't think anybody in their right mind that's a normal person. I'm not talking about an NBA player or somebody that plays professional or college or anything like that. I'm talking about somebody that works a regular 9 to 5, that goes to go to work and maybe plays ball for recreation. None of you could stand in front of Westbrook for a second and think that you could actually guard him. Okay, so when you sit there and you say, he's trash, he's this, he's that, or whatever, that's where I come with the separation. However, he has not uh he has not played up to expectations that we want, that the Lakers want. And it just hasn't been him. It's been everybody, but we're going to focus on him because I've already if I'm going to sit here and give the same smoke to a guy like AD who's not durable, who can't be depended upon in terms of his injuries. If I'm gonna give the same smoke to a guy like Ben Simmons who hasn't, you know, displayed the proper attitude and everything, I have to give it to my favorite player. You know, listen, Russ needs to do. Listen, what I, I got on LeBron yesterday about him being an older player and just focusing on the intangibles. That's what Russ needs to do. Worry less about scoring, worry less about the crowd because he's easily agitated by by a lot of people. Let things get into his head. Of course, he's a strong-minded individual. He's an alpha, but at the same token, that can be his biggest curse as well. He needs to focus on the intangibles, just like LeBron needs to focus on the intangibles, just like Melo was semi working on the intangibles, but his play is kind of went down with the exception of the previous game, of course, yesterday against Houston. Listen, we understand that he's putting up stats, triple doubles, things like that, but there's a difference between putting up numbers and also. Oh, what's up with it, Reg Dog? I see you in the building. I don't feel sorry. Yeah, he does and says the wrong thing. What's up? Yeah. What's up with it, Luda Rider? Y'all go subscribe to the homie Luda Rider. Now we can go on and on about it, you know. And listen, this is probably going to hurt some people, and they're probably going to feel some type of way. Believe it or not, trading Russ is not the biggest problem. That's not going to be the end all be all to your problems because you still have to develop chemistry and you still have to develop cohesiveness, which is something that they don't have right now. And not even on the offensive end, we're talking about on the defensive end. You know, uh, Russell Westbrook, his not his skills because he wasn't the most highly skilled player or anything like that. His athleticism is is taking a step back. He can't play the same game that he did when he was coming out of UCLA because that's what they chose him for, coming out of UCLA. You know what I'm saying? In high school, he wasn't. They didn't even know if he was going to make it in high school. Wasn't really highly recruited like that. And the reason why he came out of UCLA is because a lot of people don't understand this is how far they went with him and Kevin Love. He wasn't no point guard or anything like that. Like I've said time and time again, he wasn't no Chris Paul, he wasn't no Rajon Rondo, any of that stuff. Matter of fact, he played the undersized three with the small forward position and the two guard, and that was because he was highly athletic or whatever, and they did somewhat okay when they were playing that year, but then he got thrown in to the Wolves as a point guard, playing the most difficult position that you could play because you have to have intellect. It's not the type of intellect where okay, yeah, you can throw a no look pass or you know what I'm saying, split the D or you know being able to having a high assist to turnover ratio. What it involves is you knowing where everybody is and knowing everybody's position on the floor and also being an extension of the coach on the floor. That's why like everybody asks me, well, why do you have Chauncey Billups as a Hall of Famer? It's because of yeah. while he had the Finals MVP, and while he was able to get to the finals and do his thing in there and win a championship with Detroit and everything, he had intellect and he was very cerebral, very underrated cerebral point guard. That's not Russell Westbrook's game. So what I've said time and time again, he's going to have to do what he did in the Olympics, which is kind of be a scrappy player, play ball, and just move the ball around and not focus on okay getting the stats or anything like that. Because there have been times when he's actually not focused on stats or being a stat pattern and everything. But then there's times when you know that he's focused on his stats. And listen, everybody thinks that I like Russell Westbrook because of his skills and all of that stuff. Has nothing to do with it. I like him because he's a ferocious competitor. I like him because he has a knack for playing hard every single possession. You know, but we this was going to be a disaster kind of waiting to happen because when you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, they're just not on one accord. Now, I will give the Los Angeles Lakers just a little bit that they do have players that have been hurt, and you needed to depend on a guy like a Kendrick Nunn and like a Rajon Rondo, which to me they're better playmakers than Russell Westbrook. People sleep on a guy like Kendrick Nunn, but he's a really good decent playmaker and everything. You needed to depend on those guys to kind of take pressure off of everyone. But Rondo, he's getting older. He's not the same Rondo. You know what I'm saying? He's been you know having some knick-knack injuries, and then of course Kendrick Nunn hasn't been there. Like the Kinfolk LVZ said, where is he at? None. You don't see him. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking in reference to his defense, which you know what I'm saying. He plays some. He's not a lockdown defender, but he plays better defense than some of these other guys, especially when he was in Miami. What's up with you, Jelly Bean? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to the boy Jelly Bean, man. Did you hear about Madden too? I know you heard about Madden, man. And I'm gonna talk about Madden. I'm gonna talk about John Madden a little bit more. I'm gonna talk about the All Madden team. I'm gonna talk about all that because I've seen Madden, uh, like I said, break friendships. I've seen people lose money over Madden. I've seen people fight over Madden. I've seen people lose their girlfriends over Madden. I've seen people getting threatened over video game like Madden. I've seen people lose pairs of J's over Madden. Anything that you could possibly name, shoot, man. We shoot. One time we even played strip Madden. No, I'm fucking around, man. I'm talking about with the females. Anyways, man, look, what I'm saying, man, is Russell Westbrook. I don't feel sorry for him because you have the wrong attitude as it pertains to saying, okay, yeah, if I win a championship, nah. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. Listen, when you're bleeding purple and gold, and look, I'm a Sixers fan, but I already know that if you're bleeding purple and gold, their mentality is championship or bust. Making it to the Western Conference Finals is not good for a Lakers fan. Making it to the second round of the playoffs is not good for the Lakers fan. They want championships. You know, whether you want to call it a bubble ring or a Mickey Mouse championship or any of that stuff, you ask the average Laker fan, they're happy for it. Some people, are indifferent about it. Like a Shaquille O'Neal that feel like, okay, well, there's an asterisk by it and all this other stuff. But most of the Lakers fans are happy with that 2020 championship. They want to hang a banner in there, you know, and they'll do anything that they can to 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 get it there. So, listen, I'm not going to just give smoke to LeBron or to AD or to any and I gave smoke to Kenneth Bazemore. We thought that Kenneth Bazemore was a problem. He's proven that okay. He it wasn't just primarily Kenneth Bazemore, because Kenneth Bazemore was playing horrible in comparison to Russell Westbrook. But you came out here, you're from that area, you should know the expectations while you're there. And I just don't have I'm not gonna make any excuses for him. You know? He's my favorite player. You know, you could judge me all you want to. Some people don't even talk to me because Russell Westbrook is my favorite player, but that has nothing to do with who I am as a person, because like I said, the I've said it time and time again, the person that I feel like is the best point guard to run a squad is Isaiah Thomas. That's who I like. And some people can't understand is how I have Isaiah Thomas, how I go from a Isaiah Thomas to a Russell Westbrook. I have my reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I can be objective. And the reason why I'm being objective in this point is that Russ, he does have to play better. While he's cut down on his turnovers and stuff like that, it's still a roller coaster ride for him, and it gotta be consistent with it. They got on Devin Booker about not being consistent. They got on all these other players for not being consistent. They've even got on Giannis, like at the beginning of his career, about not being consistent. James Harden, but they don't seem to talk about him that much. So we have to understand that, and we have to put that in its proper perspective. Russell Westbrook is everybody wants him gone. Do I feel like he needs to go? Yeah, and he needs to go and just, cut him loose, because it doesn't seem like the situation is going to get better. Yes, they got the win against Houston, but realistically, man, do you see them going uh full throttle, or to the end in a 7-game series with either Phoenix or Golden State? Absolutely not. Golden State don't even have all their horses, and they're still uh waxing everybody's ass. No homo. Phoenix, even though they don't have any of their horses, when D Book wasn't there, guess what? They were well on your machine, and they were well coached by Monty. Let that sink in. I'm not going to sit here and cap for Russell Westbrook. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. So y'all let me know what you think, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications. Until then, man, it's Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. Well, yeah, True Viking. Well, no homo or pause. They say pause nowadays, so I just keep it, pause. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I'm gonna be coming with a lot more. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell y'all too, for y'all that's listening. For those of y'all that's in the fitness, health, nutrition, working out, all that stuff, I'm gonna be doing a lot more fitness lives. I have a fitness channel too. It's called On the Fly Fitness and Nutrition. But I'm gonna also be going live doing fitness too as well. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that like to get it in, y'all got questions about y'all health, y'all want to work out and all that. Man, I'm your guy. So holla at me, man. And I'm gonna be going live a lot more frequently. It's just like I've had some personal things that I've had to take care of on the back end, but nevertheless, man, we coming with it. That's what we do. Uh, LDBC all day, man. Appreciate y'all listening though. Holla at me, like the video, subscribe. You said work out 2 hours a day. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you do, Trip Viking. Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see if you about that life, sweetie. But until then, man, I gotta go, gotta run. I'll be back a little bit later. Y'all know how we do. I appreciate everybody. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I'll get at you later.